Hello YouTube, it's Ernesto Rivera. I'm back here again with another product review, this time from Broadway Limited. This is the most anticipated review that I'm going to do, and this is the Broadway Limited AC6000 Paragon 2 with smoke. And I was excited when this one came out, and I pre-ordered 4 of these from the CSX. These are beautiful locomotives. You guys know how I like Broadway Limited. And we're going to go take a look at some of the things they changed and some of the things you get on this unboxing. Alright guys, as you can tell, I already put the engines on the track, and so we just go through this unboxing real quick. What we get is, the user operating manual, the parts listing, and most importantly, this piece of paper here. This is the smoke operation. Inside the box comes a funnel. You do have to buy smoke fluid separately because they don't ship it with the smoke fluid. One thing to keep in mind before you operate the smoke unit because inside the engine they turn off the switches off. After you add the smoke fluid, you have to turn the switch on. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So we're going to take a look at this box here. Now I'm going to show you what the funnel looks like. Nothing has changed from the box. It's still the same from last time I reviewed the AC6000. But here's a little funnel we're going to use to add the smoke fluid inside the engine. So the MSRP price is $329 for this unit. I happen to get these from Train World for $239 each, and you're gonna see why I trust Broadway Limited when it comes down to everything. I love their engine so much. So we're gonna go and move on with how to add smoke. Alright, now looking at the engine, not much has changed, but there's a couple of things that you need to know about before you operate the smoke unit. Alright, so number one, we have our funnel right here. Now these, according to the manual right here, you'll see that notice the smokestacks here come right off the top. And no, that's not a defect. That's where the smoke actually goes into, the smoke fluid. So you add your funnel in here, and then we're going to use any kind of smoke fluid. Broadway Limited makes smoke fluid. We have JT's Mega Steam here. This is the diesel power smoke fluid. So Train World also sells this as well. So you don't want to put too much in there. The manual only states that 4 to 6 drops. I already have some drops in here, but you take it and you drop it in like so, and it goes down into the reservoir. All right. So now after that's done, you remove your funnel, and when we open up the radiator hatch, there's a switch inside here. You'll see an on and off switch inside, and all you have to do is switch that to the on position, and you can cover the radiator fan. That lifts off really easy. We're going to take our exhaust stack and we're going to put that back in there. And there you go. It's really simple and very easy. Before we get into operations of this unit, let's take a look at some of the detail here. Again, you have the crew figures on the inside, and I know they're hard to see right now, but then also you have the sunshade, your mirror, and your cables, and your coupler, and ditch lights, functioning ditch lights. Really beautiful detail in the front. You can see here from the side you have your crew figure on the cab there. Again, great detail all the way around on this engine. Notice that the CSX units also have the steerable chucks on the bottom. So So that's another thing that Broadway Limited added, because that's one of the different variations of the CSX versions of this engine. Looking at the rear of the engine, we also have, again, the radiator cover, which comes off. That controls the smoke switch, but everything else, nice handrails. The handrails are really good here. Unlike some other manufacturers, they actually, Broadway Limited actually has very, very good handrails. Not as strong as MTH, but again, very, very good for being plastic. It's not as flimsy as Athearn's handrails are, but they're very good. They're kind of like the happy medium. Again, great detail all the way around in the rear of the engine. Alright, now we're on the engineer side of the engine right now. You can see the fuel tank's well detailed. We have the builder's plate on that side here. Really nice. All these warning labels on lettering on the engine itself. It's just very well detailed. Again, this is the kind of quality you're going to expect from Broadway Limited, especially with their Paragon series. Very highly detailed engine, so definitely nothing here that's short on detail. Now next we're going to move into operations. Now what's new this year, in this 2015 release of the AC6000, is the new extended startup. You're going to hear like the crew walking towards the engine, so you kind of hear them stepping on the ballast a little bit. So I'm going to go through a couple of sound samples a little bit while we start the engine up so you guys can hear it. Really good sound from Broadway Limited, I'm telling you right now. But the best part about Paragon 2 engines is the way it runs. So watch when we move it forth in reverse. Now you hear the prime mover as it's revving, because there's a load of coal cars behind there, and as the engine and decoder senses a load, it starts to rev the prime mover up. So that's a very, very excellent thing that Broadway Limited has done. So for example, if you're going uphill, you'll hear the engine working a little harder, and if you're going downhill, you'll hear the prime mover, not rev as much. So let's see it here coming down. The RPMs are going down right now. And it's the same thing that happens with the smoke. The smoke activates accordingly to how much load is given on the engine. So you can change the CVs on it. It comes in the manual. You'll see the CVs you can change. That you could have it idle with more smoke or less smoke. Currently I have it at default, so when it idles you won't see much smoke. When it senses a load or goes up a hill, you'll see the engine starts to smoke a lot more, which is a very again, excellent feature from Broadway Limited again. So you just see that it just makes it look more realistic. But once again, I mean, look at this slow speed step operation. Look at that. Right out of the box, no tweaking, nothing done to the engine at all. Alright, YouTube, that was phenomenal. I tell you right now, these engines here from Broadway Limited are some of the best I've seen so far. You know, it's the first time that we've ever seen smoke in a modern diesel engine, and it's absolutely phenomenal. The way it operates and the way it senses and detects the loads as it you know, is pulling the cars and the freight uphill or against the load, and you can see how much smoke volume comes up there. You know, it's just fantastic how these engines run. The best out of the box slow speed step operation. You're not going to get anything better than that. Only thing that comes close, maybe ESU or Tsunami, but as far as a proprietary decoder, you know, the Paragon 2 series for me is second to none. I mean, you can't find anything else out there that outperforms it. The pulling power is great on the engine. The sound is amazing. You know, this is where you pay top dollar for, in my opinion. Who is this engine for? It's for if you're a diehard CSX fan like I am, or if you're a UP guy, because those were the two engines here in the United States, or companies that order those engines. And you know, if you like BHP in Australia, they also have them as well. They also have BNSF, which is like a fantasy unit, and a Southern Pacific model too. So you don't have to necessarily go for the ones I went for, but there are some other options. But I would say I would recommend getting this engine if you're a GE fan and if you're a big fan of CSX or Union Pacific. But other than that, guys, it was fantastic. These engines run really great. We'll put the link in the description for Train World's website. They're great deals on it. You can pre-order or order yours, and you know, run on your own layout, and it's gonna be great. So you're gonna see some good videos from me in the future with these the club layout. So guys, I hope you enjoy watching this, and I hope you got some good information and get a chance to see you know, a good demonstration of how these run. So guys, until next time, stay tuned, and thanks for watching my channel.